Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. Today I'm bringing you another weekly movie review with the film INKHEART. This film was released January 23rd, 2009 by New Line Cinemas and directed by Ian Softly, who had also directed The Skeleton Key, K-Pax, and one of my personal favorites, Hackers. This film stars Brendan Fraser as Mortimer Fulchart, who goes by Mo in the film, Paul Bettany, who plays Dustfinger, Eliza Bennett, who plays Maggie Fulchart. You have Andy Serkis as Capricorn, Helen Mirren as Eleanor Lorden, and then you have Sina Galori, who plays Ressa Fulchart. Maggie is the daughter of both Ressa and Mortimer. Again, Mortimer goes by Mo for short. And this film follows the story of this family as they become separated, and it's the father's mission with the daughter to find his wife. Mo finds out at the beginning of the movie that he has a very interesting gift, a gift of the silver tongue, which pretty much makes any story he reads aloud come to life. So when reading a book one night by accident, he brought some of the characters to life, one of which was Capricorn, and he didn't want to go back to the story. But when you bring people out of a story, somebody has to go, and you find out that the wife ends up getting sucked into the story. And so this film is a mission for Mo and his daughter Maggie to go get the mother. Maggie doesn't realize that's what's going on until later, but that doesn't spoil anything. All in all, I thought it was a pretty interesting film. The entire mission is to go find his wife, the mother, before it's too late. Capricorn is destroying every copy of this book he can get his hands on, so it prevents Mo from sending him back to the book. The character of Capricorn is he's essentially a evil henchman from the book, and then he becomes this like weird tyrant that lies all the time. Everything he says is a lie benefiting himself in the entire movie. Anytime he makes a promise in the film, you learn from the very beginning, is just a lie, just to get whatever he wants. But he knows that he can manipulate whoever he's trying to work over. And what he's trying to do is get Mo, the Silver Tongue, to read the book and summon the shadow demon that is going to destroy everything, I guess. Give him some power is the overall thesis behind his motive to, I guess, destroy all these books and then keep the one remaining as some sort of like power that he's able to wield Mo to do whatever he needs to in this book. And I think it was a pretty interesting story all around. I do think that there was a moment in the beginning primarily where they could have expanded on the backstory. Not so much of the backstory because it sort of happens, but it's like you go from this one part of the book and you jump like 10 years later, or 12 years later, or whatever. I don't know how old the daughter was, and frankly, I have a hard time deciphering what a child's age is supposed to be, so I just assume they're all like 12 or something like that. So for this book, I guess she's 12, or this movie. But, you know, it jumps like 12 years later, and you don't really know what happened. You just realize something happened, and you think maybe it's a trip or adventure the father and daughter are on. But then the character of Dustfinger comes in, and that's when the ball kind of gets rolling. You start to understand and figure out what was going on. Helen Mirren's character plays Mo's aunt, I believe, is what that's supposed to be, her character. And she's, I like her in this movie. especially when she goes up against Capricorn, because he doesn't like loudmouth old women, and she is a loudmouth old woman. And it's funny to see their interaction and everything that goes down. But all in all, I definitely say this is a great film. You get Mo interacting with this cast of just unlikable heroes that just sort of happen along the way. They get summoned in from one story or another, and they come together to fight as one. And I really enjoyed that. You get some hidden motives behind a couple of the characters, but all in all, they're all trying to go after that same end goal. So again, I enjoyed this movie. I thought the part at the beginning, I think, could have been expanded on. And there were some scenes that seemed like they were more sped up and not really broken down and to better understand those scenes. You just sort of jump from one spot to another, and you don't see what connected those two. So for that, I really like the movie, but I got to give it a 3 stars out of 5. It was a great movie, and I'm definitely going to check it out again. And if you've seen it, jot down in the comments below what you thought of the film. And if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. Brendan Fraser, can't go wrong with him, in my opinion, ever. Even though I'm not a fan of the Mummy franchise, I still really like him in everything else I've ever seen him in. So I just can't get a hold of the Mummy. I've forced myself to rewatch it time and time again, hoping that there's going to be that one time that it wins me over, but it never does. But I love him as an actor. And then you have Helen Mirren coming in here, and I just enjoy her character. She's a very, Mo calls her a very acquired taste of a person. So I really enjoyed that. But overall, great movie. 3 stars again out of 5. Definitely say check it out. And again, comments below if you've seen it, and if you haven't, go check it out again. As always, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Always be good to one another. Bye.